Video games have had the entire globe in a chokehold for the better part of 50 years. For several generations now, before some people could walk or talk, they have been interacting with some form of video game. Video games, also known as computer games, are usually described as any electronic game that can be interacted with using an input device such as a controller, keyboard, or joystick. Video games can be used for entertainment and relaxation, but they can also be used for competitions and for computer learning. Video games are described as interactive and usually played with others. Although they can be played in several versions, including on a PC or personal computer, or in a branded standalone arcade setup, they are most often played on a console, like the Nintendo, Sega, Xbox, or PlayStation, with the controller and displayed using a television or handheld device. The very first video game was called Tennis for Two, a precursor to the game Pong, and was created in 1958 by physicist William Higginbottom. It was a simple two-player game that simulated a tennis match using an oscilloscope, which was a type of electronic instrument used for displaying and analyzing waveforms. Players used knobs to control the position of their paddles on the screen and hit a dot representing a ball back and forth over a virtual net. After that, the first commercially available game was launched in the early 70s, and now there are over 2,000 video game design schools located worldwide, providing aspiring designers with a variety of educational tools to help them continue this phenomenon for years to come. Because of the worldwide interest and passion for gaming, the video game market has steadily expanded since its beginning, and as of 2022, the video game industry is estimated to be worth around $184 billion, making it one of the largest industries in the world. With the rise of new avenues such as the esports industry and annual conferences like E3 and Game Developers Conference, it's safe to say they're here to stay. So we have decided to create a completely subjective, mostly opinion-based list of ours and your favorite all-time games. We've used some facts like sales, but mostly just ratings, popularity, and even nostalgia to compile this list. And while we would have loved to extend it, we decided to keep it at 10 for brevity's sake. Note, this list only includes video games that have released at least one console version. We didn't include any PC or arcade games since we'll cover those in an upcoming video. So, you'll have to wait for your World of Warcraft, Sims, and Galaga fix. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 video games of all time. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Here's a list of the top 10 video games of all time. Let's start. Number 10, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Skyrim, an open-world role-playing game, captivated players with its vast and immersive fantasy world. Its intricate lore, player freedom, and modding community have contributed to its enduring popularity. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim was developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. It is the fifth main installment in the Elder Scrolls series following the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion in 2006 and was released worldwide for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360 on November 11, 2011, 11/11/11. Skyrim received critical acclaim upon its release and continues to be reviewed as an A-level or a 9 out of 10 game. Skyrim received awards from numerous gaming sites and publications, including PC Game of the Year, RPG of the Year, and Overall Game of the Year. According to Todd Howard, director at Bethesda Game Studios, Skyrim had sold over 60 million copies by June 2023, making it one of the top 10 best-selling games of all time. Number 9, Pac-Man. Pac-Man, originally called Pac-Man in Japan, is a 1980 maze-action video game developed and released by Namco for arcades. In North America, the game was released by Midway Manufacturing as part of its licensing agreement with Namco America. The player controls Pac-Man, who must eat all the dots inside an enclosed maze while avoiding 4 colored ghosts. Eating large flashing dots, called power pellets, causes the ghosts to temporarily turn blue, allowing Pac-Man to eat them for bonus points. Although originally a standalone arcade game, it is one of the most recognizable and best-selling games worldwide, and has an enduring commercial and cultural legacy, commonly listed as one of the greatest video games of all time. Pac-Man has been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records, featured in films and other media, and has even been featured in other video games. Pac-Man is considered one of the first video games that have demonstrated the potential of characters in the medium. Its title character was the first original gaming mascot. It increased the appeal of video games with female audiences, and it was gaming's first broad licensing success. Number 8. Madden NFL. Madden NFL, known as John Madden Football until 1993, is an American football sports video game series developed by EA Tiburon for EA Sports. The franchise, named after Pro Football Hall of Fame coach and commentator John Madden, has sold more than 130 million copies as of 2018. Since 2004, it has been the only officially licensed National Football League (NFL) video game series, and has influenced many players and coaches. Among the series' features are detailed playbooks and player statistics and voice commentary in the style of a real NFL television broadcast. As of 2013, the franchise has generated over $4 billion in sales, making it one of the most profitable video game franchises on the market. Concepts like Madden Curse, referring to the players chosen to be on the game's cover, alleged real-life decline in play after being featured, along with events like the annual Madden Bowl, has solidified its place in the video game and sports culture forever. Number 7. Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. The successor to the 1983 arcade game Mario Bros. And the first game in the Super Mario series, it was first released in 1985. Players control Mario or his brother Luigi in the multiplayer mode as they traverse the Mushroom Kingdom to rescue Princess Toadstool from King Koopa, later named Bowser. They traverse side-scrolling stages while avoiding hazards such as enemies and pits with the aid of power-ups such as the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, and Starman. The design of the first level, World 1-1, serves as a tutorial for platform gameplay. Super Mario Bros. Is frequently cited as one of the greatest video games of all time and is particularly admired for its precise controls. It has been re-released on most Nintendo systems and is one of the best-selling games of all time, with more than 58 million copies sold worldwide. Mario has become prominent in popular culture, and Super Mario Bros. Began a multimedia franchise including a long-running game series, an animated television series, a Japanese anime feature film, a live-action feature film, and an animated feature film. Number 6. NBA 2K. NBA 2K is a series of basketball sports simulation video games developed by Visual Concepts and released annually since 1999. The premise of the series is to emulate the sport of basketball, and more specifically, the National Basketball Association. The series was originally published by Sega Sports. Beginning with 2005's NBA 2K6, the series is currently published by 2K, previously under the 2K Sports sublabel. As of 2021, the series consists of 23 main installments and several spin-off titles across 18 different platforms. An official esports league, the NBA 2K League, launched in 2018. Until 2018, the series' primary rival was EA Sports' NBA Live series. The NBA 2K series has achieved consistent critical and commercial success. A May 2014 earnings call reported that games in the series have sold over 17 million copies worldwide. A report in February 2017, however, suggested that games in the franchise have sold in excess of 68 million copies. According to one analyst, the most recent entries in the series average at least 4 million copies sold. The best-selling game in the series is NBA 2K14, which sold over 7 million copies. It is also Take-Two Interactive's best-selling sports game. Number 5. Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar Games' Grand Theft Auto 5 combines open-world exploration, narrative storytelling, and action-packed gameplay to create a mature and immersive experience. Despite its controversy, the game's sales figures and player base, especially in its online component, speak volumes about its popularity. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a 2013 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It is the 7th main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, following 2008's Grand Theft Auto 4 and the 15th installment overall. Set within the fictional state of San Andreas, based on Southern California, the single-player story follows 3 protagonists: retired bank robber Michael DeSanta, street gangster Franklin Clinton, and drug dealer and gun runner Trevor Phillips, and their attempts to commit heists while under pressure from a corrupt government agency and powerful criminals. Extensively marketed and widely anticipated, the game broke industry sales records and became the fastest-selling entertainment product in history, earning $800 million in its first day and $1 billion in its first 3 days. It received critical acclaim with praise directed at its multiple protagonist design, open world, presentation, and gameplay. However, it caused controversies related to its depiction of violence and women. It won year-end accolades including Game of the Year awards from several gaming publications and is considered one of 7th and 8th generation console gaming's most significant titles and among the best video games ever made. It is the second best-selling video game of all time with over 180 million copies shipped, and as of April 2018, one of the most financially successful entertainment products of all time, with about $6 billion in worldwide revenue. Its successor is in development. Number 4. FIFA. FIFA is a game franchise made as a partnership between EA Sports and FIFA, or the Fédération Internationale de Football Association. As of 2011, the FIFA franchise has been localized into 18 languages and available in 51 countries. Listed in Guinness World Records as the best-selling sports video game franchise in the world, the FIFA series has sold over 325 million copies as of 2021. On the 10th of May 2022, it was announced that EA and FIFA's partnership of 30 years will come to an end from the 12th of July 2023 onwards. The series will be retitled EA Sports FC or Football Club. FIFA 23 is the last entry to the franchise under the FIFA name. FIFA 12 holds the record for the fastest-selling sports game ever, with over 3.2 million games sold and over 186 million generated at retail in its first week of release. The series started in 1993 as FIFA International Soccer on the Sega Mega Drive and continued to release annually on a multitude of platforms for the next 30 years. It is one of EA's flagship series alongside Madden NFL. Number 3. Tetris. Tetris, a tile-matching puzzle game, is one of the most recognizable video games worldwide. It was developed by Russian software engineer Alexei Pajitnov and popularized by its inclusion in the Game Boy handheld console. Tetris' simple yet addictive gameplay, universal appeal, and cross-platform availability have contributed to its lasting popularity. Tetris has transcended generations and platforms. Its intuitive mechanics and timeless appeal have made it a global phenomenon, with over 200 million copies sold. Pajitnov titled the game Tetris, a word created from a combination of tetra, meaning 4, and his favorite sport, tennis. The earliest versions of Tetris had no music. Krolbeniki is used in most versions of the game and has appeared in other games, albums, and films that make reference to Tetris. In the 2000s, the Tetris company added as a prerequisite for the granting of the license that a version of Krolbeniki be available in the game. Tetris has appeared in several media adaptations, including a movie released in 2023. Number 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a 2018 action-adventure game developed and published by Rockstar Games. The game is the third entry in the Red Dead series and a prequel to the 2010 game Red Dead Redemption. The story is set in a fictionalized representation of the United States in 1899 and follows the exploits of outlaw Arthur Morgan, a member of the Van der Linde gang, who must deal with the decline of the Wild West wilds, attempting to survive against government forces, rival gangs, and other adversaries. The game is presented through first and third person perspectives, and the player may freely roam in its interactive open world. Gameplay elements include shootouts, robberies, hunting, horseback riding, interacting with non-player characters, and maintaining the character's honor rating through moral choices and deeds. Red Dead Online, the game's online multiplayer mode, lets up to 32 players engage in a variety of cooperative and competitive game modes. Red Dead Redemption 2 was released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in October 2018, and for Windows and Stadia in November 2019. It broke several records and had the second biggest launch in the history of entertainment, generating $725 million in sales from its opening weekend and exceeding the lifetime sales of Red Dead Redemption in 2 weeks. It won year-end accolades including Game of the Year awards from several gaming publications and is considered an example of video games as an art form, as well as one of the greatest video games ever made. It is among the best-selling video games with over 53 million copies shipped. Honorable mentions: Legend of Zelda franchise, Final Fantasy franchise, Call of Duty franchise, Mortal Kombat franchise, Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and God of War franchise. These honorable mentions are all great in their own right, but didn't make this list because they did not have any one standout release that was worth mentioning in favor of the other releases in the franchise. For every original God of War and Ocarina of Time, there was a Final Fantasy VII or Breath of the Wild. This is why they remain mentionable but were not included. Number 1. Minecraft. Minecraft, a sandbox game developed by Mojang Studios, offers players limitless possibilities in a procedurally generated 3D world. Its emphasis on creativity, exploration, and social interaction has led to extraordinary popularity, especially among younger audiences. The game's modding community and educational uses have further solidified its cultural impact. Minecraft's success lies in its open-world sandbox environment, allowing players to create and explore limitless virtual landscapes. With over 200 million copies sold, Minecraft has become a cultural phenomenon, fostering creativity and collaboration. Its impact on popular culture is undeniable, making it a cornerstone of modern gaming. The game was created by Marcus Notch Persson in the Java programming language. Following several early private testing versions, it was first made public in May 2009 before being fully released in November 2011, with Notch stepping down and Jens Jeb Bergensten taking over development. Minecraft is the best-selling video game in history, with over 238 million copies sold and nearly 140 million monthly active players as of 2021. And has been ported to several platforms. In Minecraft, players explore a blocky, procedurally generated, three-dimensional world with virtually infinite terrain and may discover and extract raw materials, craft tools and items, and build structures, earthworks, and machines. Depending on their chosen game mode, players can fight hostile mobs as well as cooperate with or compete against other players in the same world. Game modes include a survival mode in which players must acquire resources to build in the world and maintain health, and a creative mode in which players have unlimited resources and access to flight. The game's large community also offers a wide variety of user-generated content such as modifications, servers, skins, texture packs, and custom maps, which add new game mechanics and possibilities. Minecraft has received critical acclaim, winning several awards and later being cited as one of the greatest video games ever created. Social media, parodies, adaptations, merchandise, and the annual Minecon conventions played prominent roles in popularizing the game. The game has also been used in educational environments to teach chemistry, computer-aided design, and computer science. In 2014, Mojang and the Minecraft intellectual property were purchased by Microsoft for $2.5 billion. Several spin-offs have also been made, including Minecraft Story Mode, Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Earth, and the most recent release, Minecraft Legends. What do you think of our video? Did we miss any of your favorites? What are some of your favorite video games? Let us know in the comments section below. Attached are also links to 2 sites that compare video game prices to help you get the best price on your next game. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.